Hello, in this video is addressed to my twin flame Shaya. Hi Shaya. For those just watching, I thank you for watching. This is going to be some crime against me and my twin flame, and anything I say in this video may or may not be true. You cannot use it against me. If you do, you'll be sued, or you'll be put to prison for framing me illegally. So there's definitely still going to be some manipulation, words that I don't say, like manipulation. And I went out to get some toilet paper and coffee and came back, and it's possible someone threw a demon in me. So if I act funny, Shy, that's why. So there's definitely some people that are going to, these witches, so they're remote viewing the conversation, that's going to try to attack me and you, Shia. And I really have to cut my hair. However, every time I go to try to cut my hair, it I'll tell it to you in a little bit. So I have a cup of coffee here. I don't really feel well, and part of it is because of what I'm doing, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm using this rock, and I am doing acupressure for the root chakra area, genital area, and I'm actually getting weak from it. So Shia, I think that you get weak before you get better when you get the acupressure. It's also doing something to my bladder. It's really weird. It's like I can feel the energy and the odor of urine when I press on the area towards my crotch belly area, and it's really, really weird. I can't really explain it. However, I'm actually going to sit on it to do the perineum. The perineum also is an important point. They usually torture me so bad when I do this point. However, I'm going to try to use it. So they're going to also use AI. This is too painful. There's a specific chair I have to sit on it with, because if the chair doesn't bend down, then it hurts. So they're definitely going to try to have a chain of events of what I'm saying, Shy, in the video to try to make fun of me and you, and that's all that these little entities with no future existence do. And I'm going to just put my hair back because it's too hot in here. It's 84 degrees. So I have a headache. Actually, my scalp is fairly sensitive. I have to be careful with how my scalp has been wicked sensitive today. So I have to be careful with that. So I have made a note to be sensitive to you, Shia, and to be sensitive to me, how I'm talking about this, what I say in the video. So if you get attacked or triggered, it's not because of me, Shia. I'm going to try to do some expressions throughout the video to remind myself. I may actually, I know that it made you happy to see my smile. However, I also noticed energy release. There was actually, I'm not going to go into detail, however, something happened where, because I was moving my face, I felt your energy of sadness just release off of my body. So I think I'm holding in our pain in my face somehow by not moving it and making enough expressions. So if I do this during the video, don't be I'm not trying to be weird or try to be annoying. I'm really just trying to move my face, and I'm gonna just try to make different emotions because it really helped me yesterday. So in regards to I'm going to talk mainly about, but I did go out and get some toilet paper and coffee, and I got some more signs. I wrote them down. I took photographs. Basically, they're basically following along with the history of our torture and crime against us, and they're calling people out on what they're doing to us. And there's going to be some good AI that's going to help with the conversation. And hopefully, and the telepathic supporters write a lot of this down, so it's not always my words, Shia. And the way I said that, I didn't say that. But I'm 39 years old. We're 39 years old. A lot of this is kind of like just really little drama. And I'm really getting too old for this. We're like stuck in a purgatory that we can't get out, and we can't move on and live our lives, and people have to go to jail for what they did to us, and it's just not happening yet. So we're just like we're literally like going through the loop of the drama of reliving bad experiences and bad memories and bad attacks that people have done to us. It like just will never stop until the hive mind gets deactivated for one. So let me try to quickly go through this. But we're both getting too old, Shia, for these little dramas. This is really bullshit that we're not together at this point. So I know what happened with you in that, so the person that stole your DNA and the criminal that stole your DNA and the criminal that, I don't really know much information about her, what she did. However, I got some information about a little bit of information, and I do know she's not that animal. She's a snake entity. She's definitely a snake entity, and I'm already skipping. And she did touch you, the original. So obviously I'm extremely offended, I'm extremely angry, and anyone who touches you is going to have a pretty bad life in the future because of me. I know that. So these stories, these bad experiences that are happening to us are very small, but they take it over with the AI and the witchcraft and make it like it's the world. This is really not important. So in regards to the one that has the 3 daughters, I quickly looked to see if that number was correct, because that wouldn't give you a lot of information about what we're talking about. And then I realized, go on the front of the Google page, it was 3 sons, and they're obviously not dressed like boys. So I was wrong in saying that they were daughters. I only had quickly glanced at a photo and immediately thought that they were girls. She's very pretentious, very snot, and I know she was very mean to you. I'm very sure she was. And honestly, we can talk about all of this, and because we have to bring it up, because nothing is going to change until, well, it has to be brought up because the spells have to break. But I've been crippled, this is kind of random, but I've been crippled, Shia, for 15 years. The person that raped me in high school, by the way, is a female entity. He along with the coach and others, may have contributed into giving me a permanent crippling. It was only this past year. It's only been this past year since the cure and ruckus that I've had relief with my leg and my hip. They did things where they chained my leg and hip down and made it so painful to walk. it was really hard to get around. So I hate these people that mess with us, Shy. I hate them. And luckily, they're all criminals that are going to go to jail most likely. You can't mess around with souls with a sin of mastery for too long, which they have from a distance. They attacked us from a distance for a very long time. The permanent injury because the story started where I was injured. I had an eating disorder. I ran on the track, which I was never supposed to run on track, had no desire to run on track. Remember what happened to me in middle school with the basketball? I had no desire to play basketball. They forced me to do track, and then I got shin splints that turned to stress fractures, that turned into chronic lower leg compartment syndrome. I had multiple surgeries on my leg. I was crippled all through high school. I was crippled all through college. I was crippled after college, all year after year after year, decade after decade, up until this past year. It slowed down. The leg pain slowed down a little, like on and off throughout the 25 years. However, I've had crippling pain where I was supposed to belong in a wheelchair, but I wasn't allowed, so I had to take the torturous pain. And it's murder to walk on torturous hip and leg pain. It's pure physical mental torture. I belonged in a wheelchair. So also, I just got a cut on the coffee pot. It's very little. It stopped bleeding. See the little right there? So it's very little, but it hurt. And then they jammed my ring. Both ring fingers got hurt today. I closed my car door and they smashed my finger on the car door. This is all of these people that tried to do all this sex harassment to us, trying to break us up, trying to keep us separated, blow, and different things. So that's why I feel like the symbol of me hurting both of my ring fingers. I don't think Hollywood should exist. I never thought. I've had a passionate hatred towards celebrities in Hollywood my entire life. They need to be exposed. Hollywood needs to be shut down, and there needs to be no more Hollywood, because it's all power trip. And the pretentiousness makes me just want to run. So there are not just 3 people, Shy, that sex harassed me and tortured me and did all kinds of things to me to try to kill me. I've had like many people who've tortured me and sex harassed me from a distance. Not just 3 people. Like, if you knew what happened to me and what they did to me mentally and physically, you would probably kind of look down on me and think I'm pathetic, but it's actually not me it's not me that did it. They made me go through it. They kidnapped me. They kidnapped me and forced me to go through it. So it wasn't my fault. So you would think I'm pathetic, Shy, and look down on me. However, it was murder. It was pure murder. It was all torture. It happened to me. I had no ability to stop the sex harassment attacks. I had no ability. So I don't know much anything about that girl that has the 3 sons. Obviously, I can just picture it that it was murder. It was if she wasn't available either, She wasn't really available. It was just to humiliate you, Shia. And it is humiliating. I'm offended and humiliated. And most of these people, these many, many dozens, into the hundreds of people that SEX harassed me from a distance, all strangers from a distance, that never talked to me. And it was pure humiliation, torture. But I think it's brought up because that person in high school that I just showed you yesterday, well, I have proof the hive mind is deactivating, because you can really tell on that criminal. And these entities have had like power over us with these spells and witchcraft, and they're just like continue to just go on loop, like everything's on loop. They're like machines that just are programmed with these stories that just loop, 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 loop. But I don't really know much about that person that obviously got to be able to be with you in your presence. And I was told for years and years and years that they'd wipe my eye like this thousands of times and then tell me they fucked over and over and over thousands of times. And I didn't tell you this, but I'm telling you now. But both the person that stole your DNA and this other one, and whoever, I don't know if it's the third one or the many dozens of other ones, but she's had a hold over me because of the mysteriousness. But I just saw a quick clip of her from when she was younger, because the other ones are all clones that don't even look like it could possibly be her. She sounds like a boy. She's a pretentious snot, and there's a boy inside. So that's why she probably is dressing her kids like that. But she's had there's kept a mysteriousness over her to keep the spells going and like the power, and so to the person that steals your DNA, there's still a hold of power, like all of this fame, fortune, success, wealth, power. So we're stuck in a purgatory. There's nothing that changes. The abuse and torture just won't stop. Everything feels very fresh because of the AI and the witchcraft. They can try to make it like it's all very fresh and painful, like that can constantly hurt us. However, it's because we need to get justice. Once we get justice, all these spells and AI witchcraft is going to break 100%. Their entities, their stories and programs go on loop. And I have a terrible fear of snakes. That's part of probably the reason why there's this power thing going, because of the fear. And by the way, I just recently got confirmation that that criminal that raped me in high school is a snake entity, and it makes a lot of sense. I was terribly afraid of this criminal. So, by the way, in regards to either of them, even though both of them I can feel something, so I know that they put AI programs on you and did a lot of witchcraft, and I can feel something. I can feel it, because you're half my soul, Shia. They're not a match. However, they've been very convincing with the one that stole your DNA. They've been very trying to convince me. She's so much like you, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I look like both of them. Like, they're constantly sexually harassing me about my looks, how I look like those people. But it's not a match, Shia. And when I saw the clip, when they talk, they have like an oldness about them and a maturity that makes that could actually make them be too old for you, Shia. PEDO. So I'm when I saw the CN stand next to the one with the 3 sons, it's like the CN was like a very youthful and little boyish and innocent, and she's like this old lady, like just having this power over the young boy. But then I get like really, they try to confuse me and twist it around, like, yeah, that's why Shia's conscious was in the clone, that's why you just figured that all out. So I'm just going to leave that alone, and I don't believe that. But Shia, when I think about what happened to you and all of the torture that these people, specifically the torture that the entities did to you, the 3 males and female bodies, I just say, my poor Shia, my poor Shia. That's how I really feel. I'll get like angry when I'm demon possessed and they try to force me to feel like angry. However, I really truly feel like my poor Shia. What you've gone through never should have happened. My poor Shia. So, and I know you're angry, Shia. You're not being heard. This is torture. However, don't worry. There's telepathic scores and good AI to explaining things to me, even things that I haven't written down until I'm telling you in the video. I am not shocked by it, Shia, that she did something to you. There was something SEX that happened, and I heard it was ANAL, and well, that alone is very HOMO of her. And by the way, I have never done any ANAL SEX. I've never done that. It's evil, and I just intuitively knew it was evil. Shia, I didn't get anything. Shia. And those times that I was raped in high school, it was like not even a few minutes, and he bolted. He ran like a rapist. A rapist that comes at you, rapes you, and then runs. That's exactly what happened every single time. Not even a goodbye. It was rape, Shia. So these entities are going to hell. They will get thousands of years of return to sender, and then they don't exist after they go to hell. You're not going to be happy, Shia, with what happened to me, with all the SEX harassment. You're not going to be happy, and you're going to kind of almost think like, what I'm doing to you, like, that's pathetic. Like, it is pathetic, Shia. It was pure humiliation torture that has happened to me and you. And I was told you already know, but I don't think you know everything. And I do feel bad for you for what happened, Shia. You have to feel bad for me, and I have to feel bad for you about what has happened to us. And these 3, more than 3, but these 3 specifically, spent thousands of hours attacking us. They stole our power, they stole our energy, they stole our time, and they're the biggest fools because of what the return to sender that's going to happen. They're the biggest fools. And I think, well, I'm not going to talk about that right now. But they've just really treated us kind of like a piece of meat. Prime meat. I saw something in the public. It's like, and like kind of like just an object. It's like just a complete disrespect, Shai. We've been purely humiliated and disrespected. Pure humiliation, disrespect. And there was another shirt that I saw, get oinked at Oink Cafe. this lady that messed with you, with the 3 sons, she's a pig. And she got like millions of people to think that she's so beautiful. Well, I've seen photos in the past, and she's not. And it's the CN, and she's a pig. There's a filthy energy, snake, filthy, gross energy about her that's totally filthy. That she's a big pig. Yeah, there's got to be a man inside her to be a pig like that. There's got to be a man inside her, because women can't be as pigs like that. It's not possible. It's not possible for a woman to be that much of a pig. But there was like, so I believe it was REPE. I believe it was REP that happened to you, and it was a power, and she got money and jumped into all of those CNs. You didn't. You don't have that technology. You guys are completely different. It doesn't matter that there was a similar thing that happened with the CNs. She got lots of money. She's gotten a lot of like popularity, even though I'm pretty sure she's a weirdo and not liked, but she's part of something you're not. And these are dead bots. And also I saw another shirt with a bunch of skeletons and like a robot. These are like dead robots. They're all gonna get returned to sender. And they're like just on loop. They're like these machines that are on loop. And it's all humiliation, Shia. You haven't known everything that has happened to me. It's not physically possible to be alive based on what I've gone through. But it's been really painful with the whole celebrity thing, with these criminals that the one that stole your DNA and the one with the 3 sons. There's some, like I told you, there's been a lot of spells happening with feeling like with all the status and the power. I hope that she goes to jail. I hope she did something that will be able to put her to jail. Based on what she did to society with those CNs, and she stole power and made so many people, millions of people, she did witchcraft on millions of people. She's going to get one of the worst punishments. And it's humiliating that I had to feel below these girls. It's very, very humiliating. Even though it's not true, I'm not below them. However, technically, with all the AI and witchcraft, that's what it looks like. And it's not, you feel like it's still happening with the CN. Sometimes I feel like no, I don't feel like it's cheating. Because it's your DNA and like the machine of some of you, what your personality is. Even though I'm pretty sure that's not your personality, Shy, because based on the clips I saw of that CN, I don't like the CN. I hate the CN. I'm very, very jealous, and I hate the CN. I don't like the CN. But based on some of like the machine of you and the DNA, you feel like it's still going on, and like you feel very guilty that it's cheating. You don't feel like it's cheating, Shia, but I'm saying that at times the demons are forced you to think that. It's not cheating, Shia. They're kidnapping your DNA in public. They're kidnapping your DNA. You're not chained down in a basement, but you're being kidnapped in public. in photos. They stole so much of our time, our energy, and our power. They've attacked me and you, Shia. It is the extreme disrespect. It is extreme. It is, if there is anything, it is complete extreme disrespect. But I wouldn't have wanted this to, I would want this to happen to you, all of the SEX harassment. I would want this to happen to you, Shia, because it happened to me, and if it didn't happen to you, I'm glad it happened to you, Shia, because it happened to me. I wouldn't have liked it if it didn't happen to you, Shia, because we both went through it together. And anything SEX that you went through, any of the sex activity that you went through was always awkward and uncomfortable, because that's what happened to me. So that's what happened to me, Shia. It was always awkward, it was always uncomfortable, and it was torture. And through all of the photos and making it like manipulation of it, a telepathic supporter said it's a public display of manipulation. It's a public display of manipulation, like PDA, public display of manipulation. It's not what's true what you see in the photos. They're manipulating people. And they did to me for 6 years, chronically. Like every single week, every single month of my life, that happened to me. So, I'm going to start part 2 now. I love you, Shia. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much, Shia, for watching.